All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from the Kettlehead Brewing Company, and they are out of Tilton, New Hampshire, and this is their Dorado Falcon Pale Ale. So this is a New England style pale ale, comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed in the time of review. I don't know exactly how old this can is, but it's relatively fresh because this beer comes courtesy of a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Jesse, over at Bumpy Road Brewery. So thank you very much, sir, not only for this beer, but for all the goodies you sent my way. I'll post a link in the description box to Jesse's channel, along with the beer mail unboxing video I did of said goodies that he sent my way. So if you haven't checked out Jesse's channel, great dude, awesome content. He has a nice mixture of homebrewing content along with what he likes to call beer tastings that are New Hampshire centric. And like I said, overall, he's just a great dude and really good content. So check him out if you haven't. So this was a beer that he actually reviewed on his channel, and he didn't care for it a lot, but I was like, man, that sounds right up in my wheelhouse. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to throw it in the box I'm sending to you. And I'm glad he did. So I'd imagine they're using Dorado hops, right? We can assume, make assumptions. You know what they say about assumptions. And yeah, based on the look of the beer in Jesse's glass, it was definitely New England style. And on the side here, they have tastings. They talk about orange creamsicle, blah, 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 but whatever. The one thing I would like to see from this company is the ABV on the label along with the can date. It says on the side here, where exactly it says, enjoy fresh, keep cold, never filtered, never pasteurized. Okay, keep fresh. I mean, I think it's fresh. When Jesse reviewed this, it was probably about, at the time you see this video, probably well over a month ago. But when he did it, he picked it up from the brewery, I'm pretty sure. So it's most likely fresh. But if I was picking this up off a shelf or even at the brewery, how am I supposed to know that? I don't know. Do a little bit of sip there, a little bit of cheating, baby. Yeah, so that pours out some beer on the table. Oh yeah, so that does pour out like this really nice melted down orange creamsicle look to it. Very unfiltered, very hazy, murky, turbid, about a finger and a half of a pretty bright white head, very creamy looking. Yeah, this has this really deep orange color to it, like hints on the side of yellow. That looks like a New England style IPA. It just does, plays the role. Albeit maybe a bit darker, but it looks good. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. Yeah, orange creamsicle for sure. OJ vibes, tangerine, tangelo to the citrus side of things. A lot of candied fruit character to this one. That acidic OJ vibe that I get with certain breweries and the water nerd treatment, as Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews likes to say. I'm getting that a little bit in here. Maybe a slight like herbaceous character to the beer as well. Like underlying tones of like a dankness as well. But this one is really, there's not like a lot of tropical fruit or anything. This is all about the citrus fruit. This is all about orange, tangerine, tangelo. Very candied citrus vibe to this one. Orange creamsicle would kind of make sense if I was smelling this blind. I get where they're coming from with that tasting note. I don't think they're using lactose in this. I don't smell any like vanilla character to this one at all. Anyway, it smells delicious. So cheers everybody, and let's get into it. Thanks again, Jesse. It's very, very nice. Hang on. They might be using lactose in this, even though they don't mention it. There is a distinct vanilla character that I'm getting from this one. Could be maybe coming from the malts or the hops themselves. I don't know, but it definitely has a decent vanilla kick to it. Could also be my mind playing tricks on me. The mouthfeel and the body on this one are superb. Has a straight up medium body, 6%. You're kind of expecting that. Very luscious and creamy. This is like upper echelon mouthfeel for me. That's great. The flavors, while subdued from the nose and not complex in the least, that candied orange and tangerine and tangelo vibe is definitely here. They say orange creamsicle on the can. I totally get where they're coming from. And then the taste, I'm picking up on that, a little bit of that vanilla. Like I said, I don't know if they're using lactose. Would not be surprised if they are. If not, they just did a really good job of kind of hitting that orange creamsicle tasting note without using it. So it does have a decent bitterness to this one. I'd say it's straight up moderate bitter. There's a moderate bitterness to this beer. It finishes semi-dry as well. So while up front you're getting hit with all those candied citrus tones, throughout the palate, it dries out enough, and there's enough bitterness on the back end to kind of balance this one out and make it as drinkable as you would want a pale ale to be. Yeah, I'm certainly enjoying this way more than Jesse did. And that's the beauty about craft beer. That's the beauty about beer tubing and whatnot. We all have different opinions, different thoughts. Something that he really wasn't a huge fan of. I mean, he was all right with the beer. He's like, if I see this on tap somewhere, I'll pick it up. But it wouldn't be one he would definitely grab from them going forward. For me, though, this is right in my wheelhouse. This is what I enjoy. Is it anything that's going to, blow your socks off? Probably not. It's not blowing my socks off. But it is an easy drinking pale ale with some really nice tasting characters here. There's, from the candied citrus to the vanilla, the mouthfeel is bonkers. It's a really tasty beer, so I'm going to give Kettlehead Brewing Company's Dorado Falcon a solid 4.25 out of 5. I'm digging this one quite a bit. If this is any indication of how well they can brew some beers, then I'd love to try more from them in the future, because this one has kind of won me over. So thank you very much, Jesse, for not only sending me this beer, but thinking about me when you were sending this beer, knowing that, you look at the comments and he was like, oh, he would like this, so I'm going to throw it in the box. So I do appreciate that, and thanks to everybody else out there for stopping by another beer review. Truly do appreciate it. Until the next one, cheers.